today's special episode, we are going to do a Plasti dip art car, splatter art kind of thing. I've done a couple different cars. I've actually done one for this same customer. This is going to be Ricky's Dodge Challenger. I did a Mustang that he owned about a year ago. I actually filmed a bunch of that and I might make a video about that in the future. I've just been too busy. This will be the first time that we're actually using black. So let's get into it. These are going to be a few of the materials we're going to use. We have some colors laying around already, but we ordered a few more from dipyourcar.com. Thank you, dipyourcar.com. You offer fast shipping, and for the most part, I've never really had that many issues. We have a Proline drop-in tint. This is going to be electric lime green. That's going to look really good on the black. And we have a lot of the old school Performix tints. We got yellow, blue, and red, and we can mix these and kind of make our own colors. These are only $1 a pop, cheap, and they work really good. They peel off, and yeah. I wish I could find more of these colors. They're getting harder and harder to find. They used to have these in white and black also. It used to be really nice for throwing a little bit of white on top of stuff. But we have some white laying around already. As for our base colors, we have a few gallons of standard PDS black. And we also bought some shadow black. Shadow black's gonna look pretty good. It's a darker black than regular black. The black is black, we can blacken. So step one for any Plasti dip job is gonna be to clean it. Since we're already pretty clean, we're gonna move on to step two, which is gonna be your taping and masking. A lot of this we're gonna tape up just for easier removal. If you pull pieces like this, they're gonna have to be pulled when you eventually peel the dip. I really like this red color that's on here from the factory, but the splatter art's gonna be something nice and different. So let's go. Alright, the Challenger is clean and taped finally. Took a long time to tape and prep this. With a Challenger, the only challenges I really see is going to be some of the rubber joints. Usually you don't want to spray over rubber, but we're going to try to cut like a little release line in some of these spots. And a few things we're going to leave untaped, like the lock cylinder. We can peel that afterwards. And the side marker lights. On those cars, you can spray over these and it's fine. And there's a nice brake line right here, like where the Plasti dip's gonna break. So let's go ahead and get ready to spray. Today we're gonna be spraying with our Titan Cap Spray 105. This thing's dirty and beat up, but this thing works really well. Makes all the Plasti dip really smooth. It's good for atomizing or whatever you want to call it. Blows out at about, I guess, 10.5 psi, but it's high volume. Filters are expensive for this, but like I said, it does an amazing job, better than any other sprayer I've ever used for Plasti dip. Highly recommend it. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. black bases down. We did a little bit of shadow black mixed in with some of the regular black gallons. And the shadow black does look a bit darker than the regular black. Turned out pretty smooth. There's one little spot where I got a drip, but that's not gonna matter because we're gonna throw a bunch of different colors at it. All in all though, I'm pretty happy with this color and how it turned out. Anyway, let's start mixing up some colors. We're gonna do some red and some yellow and some green and some chameleons too. We're gonna see what we have laying around. One color that I'm excited to throw on there is gonna be the electric lime. Got that in a Proline tint. This gallon that I had laying around that we used for like the Harlequins and stuff, that had some electric lime in it once upon a time, like a long time ago. That was electric lime with a bunch of blue tints thrown in. So we're just gonna throw this right in that gallon, throw a little bit of clear in there, mix it all up and throw that at it. We had some yellow laying around still, had some red laying around still, and some blue. Half the fun with this is just making your own colors and then throwing it at it. Always mix your stuff up. Really like the colors we got going on. I think I want some bigger blobs of pretty much everything now. Let's keep going. The morning after. Everything is all dry now, so we can go ahead and clean this thing up and give it back to Ricky. Pretty happy with how this turned out. The color choices worked out really well. Colors look really popping on the black. If you're gonna do this on black, make sure that you have a pretty heavy pigment load, because if you don't, it's gonna be a little transparent. And we did a lot of pigments inside of all of our Plasti dip on top of the black. This red had a bunch of those red drop-ins. The green had that electric lime. The white was just standard white PDS. And the stripes turned out pretty cool too. It's not bad for just doing that freehand. Maybe I'm a little skilled, I don't know. I'm really happy with how this turned out though. Let's go ahead, clean it up. There's gonna be a few spots where you have to worry about bridging. So if you got a splatter that's bridging two spots, you're probably gonna have to cut anything that's bridged. Yeah, it's turned out pretty wild. Might take a couple pictures with the car taped up because it looks cool with it taped up. Gives you more of the effect. Then we're gonna do our glamour shots and I don't know, maybe some burnouts? Maybe? lot of trash. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and please subscribe. And please have a happy 2020. Man, it's a new decade. Let's start it out right with, let's do Barra. Let's do the Barra swap next. So yeah, Happy New Year, everybody.